Good morning, Rob. Having a great day today. Happy Monday, April 22nd. A beautiful day. It's a blessing day. It's my girlfriend's birthday. Happy birthday, baby. But today, guys, we're going to be talking about something a little bit important. Body dysmorphia. I think it's something that a lot of us deal with when it comes to our fitness journeys. A lot of us deal with when it comes to, how we look at ourselves, how we perceive ourselves. And sometimes we do it in a negative light. Sometimes we do it in a negative way. To where we might be work on ourselves, but through working on ourselves, when we look at ourselves in the mirror, we think negative of ourselves. Like, oh, why do I look this way? Why do I feel this way? Why do I this and that? Why is this like that? Why is that like that? And the biggest thing that I always say is when it comes to body dysmorphia, the only thing that will get rid of those thoughts is signs that you're winning. And when I mean signs that you're winning, it's when you're within your fitness journey and somebody says, hey, you look good, your face looks slimmer. Utilize that as a way to keep yourself moving forward. But most importantly, utilize that as fuel that your process is working. And it's just a matter of doubling down on that process so therefore you can hit that end goal. But you'll never hit that end goal beating on yourself for why you're not there yet. You never hit that end goal beating on yourself for why, well, you don't deserve it. Why you look in the mirror and you're just not there yet. Because when the minute you keep doing that more and more, well, the more and more you're pushing this away because you don't think you deserve it. And that happens through body dysmorphia. Is we look at ourselves in the mirror, we don't think we deserve this goal, and we're working towards it, even though we have friends and family that are telling us we're winning. We look in the mirror and let that be the reason why we're not. Well, why we don't deserve it. And I don't think you guys feel that way. What I feel like is going on is basically in your mind, when it comes to body dysmorphia, right? What you see in the mirror is what you've always seen for the past few years. So therefore, it's hard to change that perception of yourself. But again, the only thing that changes that perception of yourself is the actions that you take on a daily basis, right? Because a lot of people, when it comes to their fitness journey, they have a lot of negative thoughts through that journey. And what I like to tell my students is learn to identify negative thoughts about your body, about the way you see yourself. Like you really need to practice self-compassion within this journey. You really need to you really like remind yourself why you're doing it. It's not just to, look in the mirror for this day, but it's for that long-term goal, right? And the biggest thing when it comes to this journey, you need to focus on health. You need to focus on the good. You need to focus on the wins and shift your focus from trying to, scrutinize yourself for not why you're not there and just take action on your way there. Take action during the process. Take action to actually see it. And last but not least, one of the biggest things is you need to limit exposures to triggers. And what I mean by that is when it comes to this journey, it's going to be a lot of self-comparison. You're going to compare yourself to the top people. You're going to compare yourself to people that have been doing it for years. You're going to compare yourself to me, to be honest with you. A lot of guys sometimes say, hey, bro, I want to look like, why do I do it? I want to do it within a year or two. I'm like, bro, I've been at this for more than a year or two. And to get to where I'm at, I'm not saying it's going to be difficult. I'm not saying it's not impossible within 3 years span. But what I am saying is don't compare yourself to me. Don't compare my action steps to your action steps, right? And at the end of the day, you need to focus on what you see, what's in front of you, which is you, right? Let's say you want to lose 40 pounds, but you look in the mirror today, you just don't feel confident in it. What you need to do is say, okay, cool, I don't feel confident, but guess what? My process is telling me different. I'm eating healthier. I feel better. I'm more mindful about the things that I eat now. These are wins that are showing you that you're on the right track. And a lot of people forget about these things, right? Because, there's sometimes for me, when I'm coaching students, they're seeing results, but they may look in the mirror like, coach, I don't feel like I'm seeing anything. I feel like I'm stuck. I feel like I've plateaued. When the scale tells them different, when the way they're eating is telling them different, when their consistency is telling them different, when their adherence is telling them different, most importantly, there are people around you telling you different. If there are people around you telling you different from what you're telling yourself, that means, hey, you're progressing. That means, hey, you're getting better. And it's just about the amount of time that you're going to see those results, but you have to keep pushing forward to actually see it, right? And you have to keep pushing forward in the mindset that you are getting better. What you're doing right now is going to help you get to that end goal. But when you keep scrutinizing yourself, you're just going to slow down your process. When you keep comparing yourself, you're going to slow down your process. When you keep saying, why am I not this? Why am I not that? You're just going to keep slowing down your process. Instead, focus on those action steps. Focus on going to the gym. Focus on eating healthy. Focus on being mindful about thoughts. Focus on being mindful about, well, to be honest with you, who you surround yourself with. Because sometimes when it comes to, let's say, body dysmorphia and negative mindset and the things that we tell ourselves, it comes from the people that we hang out with. Certain people say the same things as you. And if you find yourself saying the same things as these people over and over again when it comes to your health, your weight, and how you look, then you might need to change that. And I'm not saying to say, oh, remove them out of your life. No, I'm saying limit interaction. Maybe instead of seeing them every day, you see them maybe twice a week. And that can help you a lot when it comes to your mindset. It truly can, guys. One of the biggest things you guys always hear is, you're the average of the 5 people you hang out with. That's true. Like, that's very true. You're the average of the 5 people that you hang out with. But most importantly, the thoughts that these 5 people have are going to seep through you over years. The thoughts and things that they say are going to seep through you over years. And if they're negative on a consistent basis, then therefore I challenge you to start changing their thoughts by saying, hey bro, why you always saying that? Hey girl, why you always saying that? Let's change the mindset about ourselves because we truly get one life. And with that one life, why don't we maximize it to our best efforts? Why don't we use that one life to create the life that we ultimately want? Not through negativity, but through positive thinking, through positive reinforcements, through knowing that the process is working, to knowing that the process is giving us more and more results, to knowing that we can achieve this. And it's just a matter of time before we actually do. So the biggest thing I want to share with you guys is when it comes to body dysmorphia is do not let it take you out. Meaning, do not let it take you off your fitness journey and self-sabotage you to the things that you don't want to do, the things that you know you don't enjoy doing. And here's the thing. When I say you don't enjoy doing, I mean the guilt, the beating yourself down. We don't enjoy doing that. But the only way we can change that is by changing the action. So let's say you look at yourself in the mirror one day, you have this negative thought. Don't just say, oh, I look like this is the end all be all, and then go into binge eating splur. Just maybe look in the mirror and say, hey, this is my feeling, but I have a feeling that my process is telling me different, and keep taking action within that process, and your mindset will change over time. Mindset doesn't change overnight, just like your body doesn't change overnight, just like your bank account doesn't change overnight. It takes time for you to actually see these changes. And the only ways we actually see these changes is by doing the things that we need to do to keep moving forward, to keep exploring the light that we're looking for. So therefore, through this darkness, through this negativity, we push through the opposite side. We say, hey, I know we feel this way, but this is not going to be my end all be all. I need to do better. I need to keep taking action. I need to keep showing up. So therefore, I can actually truly go into the path that I want to, which is being my best self. And the only way you can be your best self is by charting to change these things and challenging those negative thoughts, challenging that narrative. So therefore, you can recreate that story within your story. That's the biggest I want to share with you guys. It's like body dysmorphia, don't let it take you out. It's going to happen. I still have it to this day. And this is for me one of the biggest reasons why I have a coach is because I know sometimes when I look at myself in the mirror, especially through prep, is, I might be like, oh, I look like this. So that might cause me to go in a not vicious cycle, but just do an extreme amount of cardio while doing working out. And that might lead to burnout. While my coach is sitting there like, bro, you're fine, relax. Take your time, weigh yourself in, take your measurements, and we're good to go. And that allows you to have that sense of security saying, okay, cool, I am on the right path. So if you're finding yourself, constantly doing this, constantly being down on yourself when it comes to your journey, have an accountability partner. Have somebody to guide you, have somebody to help you. So therefore, they can help you identify the areas that you could do better. They can help you identify the areas that, you may be worrying about, but at the end of the day, you might just need to zoom out and say, oh crap, I actually have gotten better. This is why I take progress photos, because progress photos are different from the scale. Progress photos, you put your side by side after 3 months, you're like, oh my God, it did get better. So it is my head just me being my head. And same thing with you, like when it comes to tracking your weight. Track your weight on a weekly basis so you can see that you actually are getting better, instead of every day, because every day is going to jump up and down. But if you do it every Saturday, over time, you're going to see that progress. You're going to see that stretch. So zoom out. Don't let body dysmorphia take you out, and just keep moving forward, fam. Like this journey and this weight loss thing, you can definitely do it. It's just a matter of changing that perception, so therefore you can change that reality. All right. But with that being said, fam, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for joining me on today's live. Have the best day ever. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay confident, and keep on pushing forward. Love y'all. Peace. Let's go.